All right, guys. This is let's see, I have a little bit of chest showing it, a little bit of chest action. Anyway, this is post shoulder tricep day. All right, so beautiful day out here, and I was gonna do like a kind of a follow up post shoulder. I think it's bright right there. Shoulder tricep day at Crunch because I was at Crunch. But I think this is gonna be a little bit more important because I was done with the workout, done with the posing, going to the restroom. I had to pass through the locker room, so I was putting my stuff down. And there was three guys in there in the locker room area. And they were probably between, if I had to put a dollar on it, between 15 to 17, maybe 18. I don't think so, though. And that's how old I think they were. And they were kind of there talking, and one of the guys was like, I was walking in, I kind of half heard some of it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is a good, interesting conversation they're having." And one of the guys was like, uh, he was like, "I'm thinking about just maintaining, maybe being in a slight deficit." And I was like, "Okay, well, I was trying to think, are you wanting to lose weight, or are you wanting to gain weight?" It sounded like he's wanting to lose weight, but why would you put your maintenance? Why would you do maintenance calories? And then the other guy was like, "No, no, no, that's wrong." And I was like, "Oh, he's about to drop some wisdom on him." And I mean, this was all very quick what they were saying. And he's like, you need to add more calories in, like a bulk, but then you need to add a ton of cardio to cut back down so you can lose weight. And my soul hurt from that. I got heartburn. And I'm not hating on them. I don't know their names. I didn't talk to them. Even if I did, I'm not putting it out there because they're learning. They're pretty young. But I'll just say this: like for me, the way I see it is, are you wanting to? So when you're in a cut, you are not adding any muscle. Barely. You'll be adding some, right? Like you'll be maybe at best chances you can add a little bit more muscle than what you have while you're trying to drop weight. You're really just trying to maintain for the most part what you've already built and reduce the fat level to a point where you can see it, right? And then if you're trying to add more muscle, you have been a slight surplus, a bulk, right? And then you get a little bit extra layer fat with that, just because you are going to be adding weight, and not 100% of it is going to be muscle, right? I mean, we all wish it would be, but that's just not the case. So, if he's not happy with where he's at, why would he do maintaining? Okay, we're not going to do that because that doesn't make any sense, right? He's wanting to either lose weight or gain weight. And then why would you add in more calories than required when your goal is to lose weight, only to add in a ton more cardio than was required? So you could be doing so much more with your time other than doing cardio if you would have not just added in needless calories that you don't even need. Like at the time, if you're trying to lose weight, focus on losing weight, right? If you're trying to focus on gaining weight, then focus on gaining weight. And if you're going into a competition, you're just trying to just time where you get to your prime physique at that point, right? And that's really it. So the idea of maintaining to me is just kind of like, why? Like, really, do you really think that you're maintaining? Like, I guess if you had like the perfect physique that you never wanted to improve, but for me, it's always about improvement. Like, I don't think there's ever going to be a point where it's like, yeah, well, that's it. You know what I mean? Because you never know what's around the corner. So the idea of maintaining I just don't like it. And so I thought it'd be a good talking point. You need to really focus on what you're wanting to do, because it doesn't take that long. Months go like this. Like weeks are quick. Months turn into years very fast, right? So you need to focus on consistency and what you're wanting to do. You need to figure out what your goal is, and then make a plan. And then the only thing you're going to change, right, if you're wanting to bulk or drop weight, right, is the like the incline or decline at which you're wanting to do it, right? So if I wanted to lose weight extremely fast, because I'm not, my goal has been about a pound a week. I've been wanting to lose weight slowly, maintain the muscle I've built. I have no rush. I'm not going into some competition or anything, right? So why would I want to drop my body fat so fast that I'm taking muscle? I'm stripping muscle with it. So I'm just gonna cruise in at an angle, right? Just real nice and slow. I'm not gonna just go straight into 500-700,000 calorie deficit for what? Doing an hour of cardio with it. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, there's no reason. I'm gonna drop strength. I'm gonna have mental fog. I'm gonna lose weight way too fast, taking muscle with it that wasn't needed. I have no motivation to go to the gym. There's no pump when I'm in the gym. It's like you only do those cuts like that, like where you're dropping it super hard, if you put yourself into the situation for either you didn't plan or you've coasted into like the point where you're wanting to do like a competition, but you need to get to like right here extremely fast, then you would tank it, right? Like you would just put everything you have into it. Like you would just freaking go. But that's the only case like I can really think of. Or if you had like if you were like modeling or something and you had a due date, or if there was a date at the end that says you have to be in shape by this time and you don't have time to cruise and you have to really just tank your calories and up your output, I get it. But if you're just generally just want to do your general fitness and have a really good physique, I think you would be way better off just kind of cruising at an angle, down, getting to a healthy body fat that you wanted, and then you just come back up slightly, and then you come back down, right? And then what happens is you're stacking muscle, stripping fat, stacking muscle, stripping fat, and then you can kind of teeter, right, as you need to. And then you're always within striking distance if you ever wanted to go to do something like a competition or you had something that required a certain level of physique, right? So sometimes I forget that there's people starting out and they're trying to figure it out, and there's young kids. So when I heard them and they're talking in the locker room, I didn't want to butt into their conversation, so I just let them keep talking, and I figured it'd be a good talking point for here. So really question why you'd want to maintain. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something I didn't think about. If I did, let me know and let others know in the comments, because this is a really good conversation to have. But for me, it's like I'm always wanting to go. Like I want to do one or the other, right? Like I've always, I got all the way up to before I even started this channel, I got up to almost 260 pounds, and a lot of it, I had a good layer of body weight that was not muscle. Like it was some fluff there. And then when you got what you guys seen was me at 235. So I had like another 20 something pounds on top of that at one point. And but I wanted to be heavy. I mean, I was freaking strong, man. I was it's like I could take a barbell and just, you know what I mean? But was it the level of physique I wanted to show? No. And it was wintertime, right? Like wintertime's bulk time. You ain't taking the shirt off. It's too cold out. You ain't at the beach. And so it's like, man, I want to get freaking huge. So that's what I did. So now I'm coming back down, trying to get ready for the warmer months. Beach time, roof off of the Jeep time. You know what I mean? Show some freaking veins and some cuts. So that's how I've always done it. That's how I've always imagined it, right? Like I've always kind of, and so I kind of want to see what you guys' thoughts are on this. And then whenever you do put your thoughts out, right? So if you put your thoughts if you put your opinion in the comment section, just do me a favor. Just put how long you've been lifting for, so that way people understand like your level of where you're at, right? Because not everybody's at the same level, so and their goals aren't the same. So you can put how long you've been lifting for and what your goal, like what your overall goal is, right? So maybe it's not bodybuilding. Maybe it might be a powerlifting event. And maybe it might be a CrossFit event. Maybe it might be whatever it is. Just if you put your comments on like why you're wanting to gain or lose weight, just put this is how long I've been lifting for, and I'm hoping to get, like, this is my long-term goal. Maybe it's 1,000-pound club, whatever it is. Because I think that would be interesting to see, is just like the difference in everybody's mentality and where they're trying to go, right? Because my goal is over here, but everybody else's could be splitting off in a different direction. And so I think it'd be interesting to see what y'all say. Some people just want to be healthier, and I love that. So I'll call it here, and we'll see what you guys think. All right, this is Endless Potential. Don't forget, you have it. Everybody's got it. Potential's there. You have to actually go out there and get it. So we got more coming. Peace.